1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Jenny Boo, the wifey herself, has been telling me to clean my car for like days, possibly weeks, maybe even months, because I never clean the Crumbmobile. There's crumbs from donuts from like 6 months ago. It's bad. 14 cups, mugs from the morning with coffee, protein bottles, water bottles. It's bad. It's not respectable to clean your car. I mean, it's not respectable to not clean your car. Clean your car. You need to clean your car, basically. So all sorts of mugs, shirts, sweatshirts, like sweaty t-shirts. It smells like a boys' locker room. It's bad. I cleaned it out because I'm going to pick up my friend Andrew. He's a member at the gym. I also set him up with a meal plan, and I set him up with a strength program. So he's just starting his more strict weight loss, and he wants to figure out his body fat as well. So today we're figuring out the body fat finally. Today is August 6th. This is episode 4, day 8. We're gonna figure out our body fat percentage. Now, this is really good information for anybody on the weight loss journey because you get to figure out exactly how much muscle mass you have and exactly how much fat mass you have. So let's just say that I have 20 pounds of fat, right? And I wanna lose 10 pounds of fat, and I wanna lose a pound a week. I know I need to be on a weight loss plan for at least 10 weeks to do so, right? Now, if you're just kind of eyeballing it and you're kind of going on a diet, you don't know the window of time. You don't know how long you should be dieting for. But if you know exactly how much fat you have, you can more accurately figure out your calories, your macros, and how long you need to diet. So, step number 1 of any diet, if you want to take it more seriously, figure out your body fat percentage, which you can do body fat calipers, like those little pinchy things that pinch your skin. You can do what we're doing is the hydrostatic weighing. You can do the bod pod, or you can do like a DEXA scan, which is really, really accurate, but really expensive. So, August 6th, 1 p.m., day 8, episode 4. I'm fat, I'm really, really fat. Take your guess. How much body fat percentage do I have? Let go.
Hi, how are you?
So, we have to get measured for our weight, our height, and then we have to do this. What's the breathing thing called? Vital capacity after that. 189 pounds. That's lighter than this morning.
There's no resistance on this. It's weird.
Yeah, with these nose clips on. So all the air is coming out of your mouth.
This is to measure what?
Vital capacity, so how much air you can hold in your lungs. Oh, hang on, it didn't go.
Oh, that was the best one.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. First the height, no,
I
I'm
felt
joking.
good about that too.
I'm all psyched out.
Push, 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 push. Keep going, everything up. Push, 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 push.
Oh my god. Why there was wheezing?
This thing's making a squeaky noise.
Do you have asthma?
Okay, now I gotta try not to laugh. This is my problem last time. I laughed too much. It wasn't good.
Alright, your average is 3.2.
Chris beat me by I can't remember. Is it in there?
Your height's literally 4 inches different.
Yeah, we gotta definitely measure that again.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
And then
Make
blow
me laugh.
everything
I'm
up.
gonna look at you.
Push, 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 push. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Push, push, push,
Make
push,
the noise.
It's so weird. You feel like you get such a big breath, and then nothing comes out.
Push, 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 push. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Push, 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 push.
Oh, it hurts so bad. I'm cramping. Oh.
Yep, it's good.
Feels nice.
Good. America.
Yeah.
Real patriotic. All right.
Okay. So what you're gonna do is
Oh,
you're
the rubber
gonna
duck's
have...
still there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he tells us what temperature it
You
is.
have to take a deep breath in, blow everything out. You can do it before you go under or while you go under, whatever you're most comfortable with.
Don't drown.
As you go under,
I don't think this will let me under.
Oh yeah.
Do I
You'll
have
go
something
under.
to pull on under here?
And then, pipe.
Back your knees.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Yes.
Now we're
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Now I could definitely go under.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
This guy's 7th attempt to break his record. Unbelievable performance. Got American Eagle on his back. American shorts. What? Looking pretty good. What do you get?
That was 8.7.
Oh my god,
Oof.
even better.
A lot of beard bubbles. You gotta get down. You know.
Any last farts?
Any last parts? Trying to think if I should do your technique or just go
What
on.
exactly was my technique compared to
blonde-
everybody else?
You blew it out at the top.
Yeah, you blew it out the top and then went under.
Oh.
Could be an amateur move.
The thing is that it's painful before you even go down, so then you have to stay still.
I'm gonna do both.
There you go, try it out. Well, I was just about to hit.
I was gonna drown. Definitely felt like I was gonna drown for
You
a
look
second.
good though.
So I got 10.5.
Oh my god, this guy's an expert. Michael Phelps who? Wow.
Are you sure that's right?
Yeah,
yes.
That was like half of that.
Is she sure?
Yeah.
I'm just getting started. I'm getting warmed up. I definitely had some more air in there, but I didn't want to let it out because I was like, I'm gonna die. Maybe I will do that before. What do you call this guy? Got a name?
He doesn't actually. We should.
Oh, well, we could call him, think about it. He's got some shades on.
I don't know. He's a pretty cool looking duck.
Yeah.
Is it? That's not a duck.
That's definitely a dolphin, maybe. Is it a dolphin?
See, I'm never sure. We have this debate all the time. I don't think we really know.
With the
I think
tail.
he's a blue duck.
That's definitely a dolphin.
But he looks like a dolphin.
We can rule duck out though.
Dolphin. You couldn't hold it.
10.7 again. So we'll stop with that one.
1.7 sounds good to me.
All right.
What a lovely little pool. You can put this in your backyard, put a little deck around it.
Yeah, you're all set.
Get your grill right here. You can just come out.
I would say this could fit 8 to 10 people
Oh
easily.
my god, comfortably. Wow. What an experience. I mean, my eyeballs. Is there bleach in that thing or what? My lungs literally hurt from breathing out so hard. We're about to find out what our results are.
Whenever we need to.
Yeah, the results are in. I'm kind of nervous about it.
You know, I'm about to be told that I'm obese.
All right.
All right, Doc. What's it?
20.9.
What do you got?
20.
That's it. Told you. That was pretty close. I said 18. Wow.
What are you?
10.7.
Which I looked at your last one. It's the same exact thing, but that's with the wrong height.
Okay,
so
gotcha. So, okay. That could have
it's
been
hard
off.
to compare. Yeah.
Right. Maybe I was 11, 12 last time. 10.7. 168.8 pounds of muscle, bone, and organs and all that. And 20.2 pounds of fat. Talk about that later, but it's pretty much the same as last time.
It's good. It's the same.
It's good. It's consistent,
Yeah.
but it's not better.
4 inches
I should-
shorter though, which is
4 inches shorter. 4 inches shorter. Ah! I literally just thought this up. So, egg wash, and then I put hot sauce in the egg wash, and then I put Cajun and brown rice flour. So we're gonna see what it tastes like. It looks really good. I put too much flour. See the little white marks? Oh, it's dripping. A little bit too much flour, but it looks juicy. Oh. Ah! Oh my god. I definitely burnt a layer of skin. Okay, definitely should have let that cool off a little bit, but still hot. Never been being extremely hot. The flavor is on point. I'm gonna have to play around with that a little bit, but it's been a long day. I literally basically fasted until 2 p.m. when we got the body fat test done. I had to go back rushing to the gym at 4 o'clock, coach 4 o'clock class. It's currently 6 o'clock, having my first meal of the day. I need to eat, I need to sleep, and I'll see you guys in the morning, and we'll talk about how this information will help you with your calorie intake, your macronutrients, and your time frame for your weight loss journey. So I'll see you in the morning. All right, so let's talk about it. I have my results, 10.7% body fat. My weight, I was 189 pounds. So that means I have 20 pounds of fat and I'm 169 pounds lean mass. Now they give you a target range here. So if I wanted to gain weight and go up to 15%, I would be 199 pounds. If I want to gain to 20%, I'd be 211, right? Which I was 213 at the top of my bulk, so I was probably around 20% body fat. Now, I want to go below this mark, right? I want to go lower than 10%. So I wrote out 2 separate timelines, and this is why this information is hugely important and beneficial. So when you go on a diet, people are kind of just like shooting in the dark, like, I guess I'll go on a 6-week diet, 8-week diet, 10-week, 12-week, whatever. But if you don't know exactly how much you want to lose or you need to lose or your body is capable of losing, then you're kind of just shooting in the dark and you don't have a exact goal that you need. So with this information and Andrew's information, this is what I wrote up. Andrew was 184 pounds. He was 20% body fat, which equates to 30 pounds of fat. Now, if Andrew simply wants to cut his fat percentage in half, he needs to lose 15 pounds. With losing 15 pounds and a 1 pound per week goal, that is a 15-week long weight loss, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Now, if I want to go down to 8%, I only need to lose 5 pounds of fat. Now there's 50 days left, which is about 7 weeks long. So if I go 7 weeks and I lose 0.75 pounds per week, I will lose 5 pounds. Hopefully everyone's on the same page with me right now. So a caloric deficit, if you lose or if you burn 3,500 calories per week, you will roughly, this depends on your metabolism, your training, your diet, everyone's totally different. You will lose roughly a pound a week, right? Now, I think a pound a week is really good to start off with. I do not recommend losing 2 to 5 to 7 to 8 pounds. Like those huge jumps that you see on like The Biggest Loser and stuff like that, that's not realistic. And there's so many health concerns with that. And even for me personally, going from 275 to 250 and then 250 to 235 and so on, I was left with huge amounts of extra skin. And that took 5 years to tighten up. So your skin's an organ, right? And if you don't let it shrink with your weight loss, you'll have so much extra skin like in your armpits, your belly, your inner thighs, you'll have stretch marks. It's not a good look. So slow and steady. I know everyone wants to lose. They think about that long-term end goal, right? And they want it now, but take your time. So if I burn 3,500 calories a week, right? 3,500 calories a week equals a 1 pound weight loss. That's my goal. Well, I'm slightly under, I'm 0.75, okay? Andrew would be 1 pound. Now you can go less than that. You can go half a pound. You can go, what I'm doing, 3/4 of a pound. You can go really slow. Now, what you use this information for is this equation. So this is, I'm gonna put this link in the description. It's called manytools.org. So if I zoom this up, you can put this on metric or imperial, right? Us Americans use the imperial version, right? So you see that? I had to put my height in inches. I have to put my weight, and I have to put my age, so I'm gonna put all that in. Once I put in my information, this is the most important part, your activity level. So there's sitting, lying down all day, basically you're just a vegetable, that's 1.2. Seated work, no exercise, 1.3. Seated work, light exercise, 1.4. Physical work, no exercise. Moderate work, light exercise, etc., etc. So I'm gonna put heavy work and heavy exercise just because I work out a lot, and then I'm gonna calculate it. All right, hopefully you guys can see that. I plugged in heavy, my weight, my height, and my age. I need, for my base metabolic rate, which means just being a vegetable and dead, I need 1,968 calories. Now with my daily activity, I need 3,542 calories. That's just to maintain, right? So 3,000, we'll call it 3,500, right? 3,500 calories. That's just to maintain my weight, right? Now, if I want to be on that calorie goal of about 3/4 pound weight loss, I need to take off about, if you take off 500, right? 500 times 7 equals 3,500. That would give me a 1 pound weight loss. If I did that, that's simple math. That's only 1 pound equals 3,000 calories, right? Currently, I am eating about 3,000 calories. So right off the bat, this equation isn't always going to be completely accurate depending on what kind of fitness you're doing. But that's if I want a 1 pound weight loss. If I want a 1/2 pound weight loss, right, which is a little bit more accurate, 250 minus my 3,500 equals 3,250 calories. Simple as that, right? Simple, simple, simple. You do this equation, I'm gonna put the link in the description. When it gives you your calorie intake to maintain your weight, if you wanna lose a pound a week, you take 500 calories off of that. If you wanna lose 1/2 pound, you take 250 calories off of that per day. That's what your total calorie intake needs to be, okay? So now we have our goal of 7 weeks. We have our goal of 0.75 pounds weight loss per week, right? So that's our weekly goal. And then we have our calorie intake per week, 3,250. No cheat days. Now, for me, I'm gonna have to do a little extra calculation since I'm not having those 10K crazy cheat weekends. But for you guys at home, that's the simple equation. Now, let's talk about macros. What are macros? What are macros? What are macros? What are macros? Macros are your protein, your fat, and your carbs, right? Your micronutrients are your vitamins and minerals. So everyone gets too crazy, like what's the best macros? It doesn't necessarily matter the percentages, it matters the consistency, okay? You need to hit those percentages daily and accurately so that your body knows what energy system it's going to run on. So the easiest thing to do for this is if you use your Fitness Pal, take your body weight, right? So for me, I'm 190 pounds, we'll say. So I want 190 protein, right? I want at least my body weight in protein, right? So if I do that, I do 190 times 4 equals 760 calories. With my calculator, pretty simple. When I do 190 protein, that's 760 calories. That's 22% of my 3,500, right? For me personally, performance and recovery, I'm gonna use 30% fat. So I do 3,500 times 0.30 equals 1,050 calories divided by 9 calories per gram of fat. That's 116. Process of elimination here. I have my protein, I have my fat, right? So I take 760 calories plus 1,050. That's 1,810 minus 3,500 equals 1,690 left. So I have 1,690 left. I divide that by 4 for 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates. That gives me 422 carbs. I really, really hope you guys have got this down. Hopefully I did a good job of explaining. I'm gonna run through this one more time really, really quick. Here we go. So, off of that Harrison-Benedict equation, I got 3,500 calories to maintain my weight, right? If you wanna lose a pound a week, you deduct 500 calories per day. If you wanna lose 1/2 pound, you deduct 250 a day. Off of your goal of calories per day, right, you figure out your macronutrients. Like I said, you can do the 30% protein, 20% fat, 50% carbs. It really doesn't matter. Just stick to one macronutrient. But this is what I did to make it simple. 190 grams of protein a day, which is my body weight, which is plenty. I times 190 times 4 to equal 760 calories, which is 22% of 3,500. From there, I took 30% of 3,500 and I got 116 grams of fat a day. Per 1 gram of fat, that's 9 calories, so I times that. That equals 1,050 calories, equaling 30% of 3,500. Okay? Then 30 plus 22 equals 52, which leaves me with 48%. So You do your little math equation. 48% of 3,500 equals 422 grams of carbs. 422 times 4 calories equals 1,690 calories from carbohydrates. I found my exact macronutrient breakdown per day. I have my calorie goal per day. I have my macronutrient goal per day. I have my timeline for 7 weeks long, losing 0.75 pounds to equal 8% body fat, which is a total of 5-pound weight loss. It's a lot of math. It's a lot of work. It's a lot to do, but guess what? In the end, it makes your whole goal and your timeline and everything so much easier and so much more accurate, because without that fat percentage, I wouldn't have my timeline. Without that fat percentage, I wouldn't know how much I need to lose per week. Without knowing how much I need to lose per week, I wouldn't know where to start with my deficit. And without that, I wouldn't get my total calories per day, and I wouldn't get my macronutrient split. So you need to take the time to get a body fat test. This costs $30 at a university. So if you guys have a university near you, or just Google hydrostatic weighing. The calipers aren't as accurate. There's a thing called a bod pod, which is really accurate. It's about $100, I think. And a DEXA scan is a little more expensive, but really, really accurate. So get your body fat tested. From that fat percentage, figure out your time frame, figure out your calorie intake and your deficit, figure out your macronutrient goal. I'm gonna link all of this stuff down below. I'm gonna put a big description, but that's it for today. We have our calories, we have our macros, we have our time frame. In the next episode, we'll talk about what is if it fits your macros, how to do it right, how to do it wrong. If none of that made sense, comment down below. I will respond. So if you guys liked it, thumbs it up, please. Comment down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I didn't make your brain just explode.